Well, good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, traders from across the globe. Thank you, as always, for tuning into my 2,795th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. Traders, of course, thank you for tuning in. We love having you guys. We love your comments. I try to answer anything that makes sense in the comments below, so make sure you leave your comments. And remember to place stops first. Remember the risk in this game before we speak of anything else. It's a risky game. Don't believe any email that says you can make tons of money and there's no risk involved. Don't listen to any of that nonsense. It's risky. Put your stops in, put them in first, and never trade without protective stops. So it's Thursday afternoon, and this video is for trading on Friday, September 6th, 2000. What year is this? 2007 again? 2024. So, strange thing about Friday, September 6th. You know what they say about Fridays when they're on September 6th? Absolutely nothing. Don't worry about that nonsense. I don't believe in it anyway. Even if there was some kind of superstition, I wouldn't care. But there are some cool things on the board we could talk about which make more sense because it comes from a chart, and that I believe in and care about. So the charts tell me to tell you that OMNI, S&P, NASDAQ, Russell are red OMNI still as of this moment. The OMNI wants us to sell the rallies if we're going to trade U.S. indices. So if you're getting involved in a NASDAQ trade, an ES trade, a Russell trade, you've got to sell the rallies according to the OMNI. And of course, we know that OMNI is Oscar's market navigational indicator. And it's never on any of these charts ever. You've never seen it in these videos. You never will. But I do show the OMNI, how we get in and out of the markets, when I send out trading recommendations to OmniX around the world, how I actually develop them. That's Oscar's market navigational indicator. That's the OMNI, not the simple charts you're going to see in this video. But the simple charts will absolutely show you the abstract picture of what we expect each day. And they are powerful charts, so make sure you watch the chart segment. So, red OMNI, dollar's drop is giving a kick, a little kick in the butt there, sending up metals and grains. We like this. The dollar is still over 100. It's not really, oh no, the dollar is so cheap and it's in a spiral. No. Dollar's coming off, but it's still in a honeymoon area. So it's giving a boost to some of the markets that we like to day trade. That's a wonderful thing. I'll show you the charts on that. So metals and grains starting to feel a little bit of help from that dollar moving down. And please remember, OMNI camps are winding down to one OMNI camper only now. If you want to come in and learn Oscar's market navigational indicator with me, if you want to learn the OMNI here in person in Las Vegas, it will take less time because I'm only doing one-on-ones. It will only be 3 days, so no matter what 3 days out of the week, it could be in the middle of the week, it could be the weekend. Any 3 days we get together, we can do OMNI Camp. That would be on you any month out of the year. One-on-one, you can pick the date. Go to OMNIBootCamp.com. Let me know when you would like to do a one-on-one boot camp with me, and I will teach you the art of Oscar's market navigational indicator for yourselves. If you don't want to learn that for yourselves, then join the Platinum subscription. Do that right now. Don't even bother coming to Vegas if you don't want to. I would if I were you, but if you don't want to, join the Platinum subscription. I'll send you those very same recommendations that you can learn how to derive yourselves here at OMNI Camp. So, lazy way, simple way, smart way to do it. If you got no time to come to Vegas, join the Platinum subscription at livewithoscar.com. If you're really serious about this and you'd like to do a one-on-one OMNI Camp, because I am no longer holding big classes, I am no longer taking in groups, I got to slow my life down a little, kids. So one of the ways I get to do that is camps are going to be simple. They're going to be fun. I'm going to be with one person 3 days. In and out, I can do that one with my eyes closed, right? So that tones it down for me a little bit while I still get to help people around the world. Get yourselves on the OMNI Camp list. Go to OMNIBootCamp.com right now. Fill out an application and a time you'd like to speak to me, and I'll start lining up the OMNI campers for one each month or one every other month. But we'll get you guys in. Just make sure you fill out your OMNI Camp applications. So I'm going to show you some charts now that show us a red OMNI in the OMNI S&P NASDAQ Russell. I'm going to show you some charts that show the dollar giving a kickstart to metals and grains, and I think you'll understand that. So let's get to the chart segment, because that's the most fun part of these videos anyway, right? Listen, I love getting in front of the cameras and doing it. I get crazy sometimes. We do some crazy antics, but it's even more fun when I get to nerd out with my charts. So let me get it nerdy and nerd out with these charts for you. Before we get there, just remember, no emotional trading decisions, please. We do not start praying to any God we believe in. We don't do anything of that nature. We don't cancel, replace our stops when they're getting close. We don't cost average because we know it's wrong, but we can convince ourselves at this moment it's right. We don't do any of that. What we do is we place our stop first. We get into the trade, and then if the stop's being threatened, instead of doing something about it, which wasn't part of the plan, right? Because we're going to plan a trade and trade the plan. If it's not part of the plan, then you should not be doing anything but this. Place the stop, get in the trade, market gets close to your stop, you put your hands under your legs if you have to, you smack them, you don't touch the keyboards, and you say this to yourselves over and over again. It'll help you get through that bad moment. Are you with me? 1, 2, 3. Stops are in. Emotions are rock and roll traders. Thanks for tuning in to this portion. Now let's go look at some charts. Traders, as you know, we've had the Dow double top, right? We talked about this last week before the holiday, and that as soon as we get back from the holiday, we're going to have to deal with that double top. Well, that's what's happening. We're dealing with the reaction from the double top. So, double top reaction, of course, when we see a double top, we sell a double top. You Omniacs know that rule. I didn't even write it on the chart. You guys know the rule so well by now. And boy, would that have worked. The Russell 2000 doesn't look any better. Fell out of that wonderful channel the day we said, look, a very interesting juncture. Well, this is what happened since. That doesn't look any better. For day trading, we're still looking to sell the rallies. Now, I did a video the other day to explain to you that we will head back up. That is for the future, you know, next week, whatever. For now, we're day trading. Friday, we expect to be selling rallies. NASDAQ doesn't look any better than when I showed it to you the other night. We had the failure at the at the 50 bar moving average. And look what happens when it does fail there. It gets a little bit ugly, right? Last big failure was right there. Well, we had a failure again. You know, you see, it's stuff happens when you can't get above the 50, or if you hold that 50, stuff happens. Right, so I've been showing this for a few weeks, and it's been working really well. Now we're propelling away from it. So we had a double top, and one of our indices, one of its brothers, sisters, whatever you want to call it, the NASDAQ, has the failure at the 50 bar moving average. Both good technical reasons to expect a little pullback, and that's what we're getting. Let's see what else is out there. Traders, the dollar index. Now, the dollar has been coming down. Remember, it's not even at $1 yet. It's above $1. It's above par. It is not in a scary spot, but it has been coming down. Now, with the dollar coming down like that, things like gold and, you know, certainly gold for sure, and the grains and things that are priced in dollars kind of have to move higher when the dollar moves lower. What does that mean? Well, right here is an illustration of, let's call this a teeter-totter or a seesaw out in the park. You've got dollars on this side of the seesaw, you've got gold on that side. Dollars are dropping, making them heavier, pushes things up like gold. So that is what happens. That's an inherent relationship because gold is priced in dollars. If dollars continue to drop, it makes gold want to pop a little bit. So keep your eyes on metals, keep your eyes on grains. While the dollar is doing this, right, and it continues to move down, I would think it's going to start to help metals and grains move up a little bit. Keep your eyes on that. Gold is the next chart to show you, interestingly enough, a bull formation forms, right? You can see the dollar's moving down right to a spot that's going to push gold up. What does gold do? It shows a bullish formation, a bull flag. It's a wonderful thing how this works together. What else has gold done? Well, it's gotten above what used to be about a triple top here, Right now it's making its way above that in the form of a bull flag, and you've got some good stuff happening with the dollar moving down. There's a reason technically to think that you can buy dips in gold, no doubt. And then look at things like euro currency for you euro traders, people from Europe that trade the euro, which is lots of them out there. The dollar running down is almost the opposite. It's the euro running up. And euro looks pretty good right here. It just bounced off a smart trend line. Euro looks like, of course, if the dollar wants to have another down segment, euro will have another up segment. Keep your eyes on buying the dips in the euro. And what else? Bitcoin. I've been asked about Bitcoin from many of my OMNIAC fans, so I thought I would show them. The other day I mentioned to you that Bitcoin tends to hold this 200 ball moving average and bounce. So now we're going to have to get to it and see what it wants to do. That was 2 days ago. Well, the last 2 days are in, and what we really have is, oops, we're below that 200. I'm going to use the exact same chart. I'm just going to blow it up so you can see that we are below the average now. Same chart blown up. See how we settled below the average on Thursday afternoon? We didn't want to see that. We'd much prefer this, one dip below and then settlement above, like that did on Wednesday. But then Thursday went down and settled below. You get another settlement below, and the street starts recognizing things like that. So make sure you are aware of what you're doing. If you don't know how to read these charts, please come down to livewithoscar.com. Do not hesitate. Come down now. Fill out a free application. It doesn't even require a credit card. Get yourselves into my live trading room, and I'll help you to the best of my ability. I hope to see all of you there.